Welcome back to the Hardline. I'm John Bachman. We're set to continue the conversation, and we invite you to join us. You can call us 1-877-Newsmax. Again, that's 1-877-Newsmax or 1-877-639-7629. Sticking around for the conversation, political commentator Michael Reagan remains with us as well. Mike, I want to go back to something we were just talking about when it comes to Donald Trump. Sure, we hear him say that he believes that he can make California competitive in a general election. But which do you think he's more focused on right now? The general election, specifically in the speech that he gave yesterday, or just making things harder on Hillary Clinton in the run-up to the California Democratic primary?
Well, I think he'd love to see Bernie beat her in California. But I think he's really concentrating now on the general election and what have you, coming out here to California, if you will. Primary next Tuesday. Listen, he loves to be in the news. He doesn't want Hillary to be here making all the news in San Diego when he could be in California making news, saying things about Hillary or saying things about him. I mean, this is the guy who wants to own the media every single day, and he's going to go where he wants to go or where he needs to go to be able to do that. If he was back in Trump Towers, he wouldn't be in the news today. It would all be about Hillary. But because he is here in California, we're talking about who? Donald Trump.
Exactly, and that's what it comes down to at the end of the day when these campaigns huddle up in their private rooms and they go over, was today a good day or bad day? The question they always ask is, did we win the day when it comes to the message? And Donald Trump seems to win almost every single day. All right, let's welcome in some callers. First up, Ellen from China Grove, North Carolina. Ellen, you think Hillary Clinton's speech against Donald Trump was great?
I thought she done good, but I thought a lot of it may be, this thing's just getting out of hand, I think. I really do.
What's getting out of hand? Specify for us.
I know a lot of things she said that she hadn't said. There's a lot of things that she's saying she will do that she can't do. And I feel like, we don't want another person like we have. I mean, I really...
I don't know if we lost Ellen there, but Michael, she was saying Hillary Clinton's speech was great, but at the same time she was saying she doesn't want somebody like we've already had in office. And I think, whether it is Hillary Clinton or maybe even Joe Biden, if things happen the way some folks might think they will happen, it's going to be a continuation of the Obama foreign policy.
Yeah, I mean, she said as much in her words and deeds, if you will. I mean, she has to take ownership. It's really interesting to watch what goes on. I mean, Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton have one thing in common. Neither one of them take ownership of anything.
Right.
It's always somebody else. Let's point a finger over here. Let's point a finger over there. God forbid you should point it back at me. They don't take ownership of their failures at all. And there's some giant failures in the world that we're looking at today, whether they're with Russia and the expansionism, China, the expansionism that's going on. There are giant problems. Syria, Libya, Iran, Iraq, you name it. The next president's got to stand up and, I hate to say this, but be a man with these people. And Hillary has just not been that.
No, well, she can't be a man, we know. But we do know there are some Republicans, like I think it was David Petraeus' chief of staff, who's a Republican, says he's supporting Hillary Clinton. I don't know if that'll be a trend or not. Let's welcome in Bill from Pennsylvania. Bill from Pennsylvania thinks Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton are liars. Bill, thanks for joining us.
Yes, listen, I like what Mike Reagan said here about his father that the Clintons were saying. I remember that story. But you have to remember one thing, Mike. 20 years ago, when the Clintons were fighting in Yugoslavia, the Holy Orthodox hierarchy asked them not to fight on the Holy Week. Clinton said, "We're fighting a war." Ramadan came, he did not bomb. In other words, Ramadan was better than a Christian God. So remember, Orthodox people, do not vote for Hillary Clinton, because she is just as bad as her husband is, and she will destroy this country.
All right, yeah, Bill. Bill, thanks for your call. I don't remember that particular anecdote about Ramadan and Holy Week in Yugoslavia, but besides the point, I think when it comes to the trustworthiness of Hillary Clinton, there's no question about the deficiency that exists there. And, you know, Michael, as we talked about in the last segment, Bill Clinton is going to join Hillary Clinton. They're going to be together campaigning really for the first series of consecutive days on the campaign trail thus far. They're really trying to clinch up California. But I would assume the reason why we haven't seen this thus far is that there's risk involved with putting Bill Clinton out there in the public eye.
Well, there's risk involved putting him out there, but understand she's in deep trouble here in California. She was so far ahead, and now the polls are basically dead even. And so when that happens, she trots out Bill Clinton to try and get those Democrats who voted for him to make sure they're on board, you know, next Tuesday. That's what that's all about, because she can't do it herself. She's terrible on the stump. She's a lousy campaigner. She's boring.
Yeah.
And at least Bill is, you know, he may not be what he used to be, but maybe he's as good one day as he used to be, and we're going to find out.
Yeah, Trump
yesterday,
Michael, hit Hillary Clinton even before she gave this speech, talking about how she can't deliver a speech without a teleprompter. And then you watch her with this big foreign policy speech today, and there she is, teleprompter to teleprompter, like a robot, as she normally is. Not very good.
Yeah,
Michael, as always, we got to wrap it up right here. But great speaking with you. You have a wonderful day, sir.
You too. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
All right, always enjoy a conversation with Michael Reagan. And make sure you get his book, too. Great for Fathers.